Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Giants taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Giants at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep for Philadelphia, Devontae Smith. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hurts. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They go play action with Hurts.
Viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 85 yards.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Hurts fumbles it, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And Barkley did not get there. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Cole Kmet, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the counter, it's Taylor. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 18. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Steps away. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
On the draw is Taylor.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this is going to be incomplete. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. After the pick six, they go right back to the air.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there.
Up the middle with Barkley.
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis. 2nd and 15.
He'll drop to throw. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw.
Open right side, complete to Rager. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Back to throw now.
Guy of the 30.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
He'll start with a give to Taylor, and he'll get this to the 32.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the deep.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Hauled in over the middle by Reagor.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On first down, Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will knot us up at 10. Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it. And they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put it into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw.
And again back to Kmet.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back to throw again.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was the Titans who get the win at home. Van Jefferson, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Justin Fields, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their second straight to start the year. And lastly, we'll wrap up the week with Monday Night Football. Definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers and the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice back as they get ready to take the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Agnew now to return. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. A nice little juke. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Here's the option going right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw.
This ball complete to Rager.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate, and in doing so, set this one off target.
It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That'll be caught. Rager with it.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
On the slant, he's got Davis.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's a give to Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Milton Williams, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot. 1
quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Hurts.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They go play action with Hurts.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack.
Hurts.
And he's going to go down again.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with 1st and goal. I have to believe that they'll continue to bring the pressure on 3rd down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The kick by Elliott is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Now back to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away at incomplete.
The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
He'll keep it himself.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
2nd and 4.
Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Yeah, the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Philadelphia, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. EA Sports.